Here in video 2 for stock, we're going to go ahead and list about 10 companies as we continue to build our worksheet. We start analyzing some stock and get an idea of where our money can be invested as we save for the future. Now the location for this information here, these are some companies you may have heard of: Microsoft, Apple, Walmart, Netflix, and so on. So these companies are what are called publicly traded corporations. And so you can buy an ownership share within these companies. So this information can be acquired at a site like this. And so what we have here are some of the top 100 companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange. And the stock exchange is a place where buyers and sellers come together to trade shares of stock. The price per share is listed here. And as you can see in this website here, on this activity going on, that the share prices are changing all the time. The numbers we will be interested in are like the final share price at the end of the day, at the end of a trading day, and we'll start listing those as we go through the next few days, and we'll just kind of track how things are changing. And you can see here, this is showing the high price that a particular stock traded for. Well, let's find a company you might be familiar with. How about Coca-Cola? So here, if you wanted to buy one share of stock, which would represent a small piece of ownership within this corporation, it cost you a little over $54. This section right here, this change, is indicating the percent by which it changed and the amount by which it changed here in green from the previous day of trading. So it increased by 41 cents, which was less than 1% increase in the value of that share of stock. So theoretically, if you bought this for $54.35 and then you sold it, or if you bought this the previous day, so theoretically if you bought this stock the day before and then sold it today for $54.34, well, you would have made 41 cents. So for video 2, what we're going to do is just simply get a listing of our stocks. The other thing to be aware of is that on these stock exchanges, they have a symbol that represents that company. And that information is also found at these listings here. So if I wanted information about Coca-Cola, I could do a search here for the New York Stock Exchange listing, and their symbol, well, that one's simple, isn't it? Coke, C-O-K-E. And then if you want to learn more about Coke, you can click on their symbol, and we get all kinds of information here. This is what the price last traded at, $276.88 a share. It was an increase of the previous day of a little over 1%. And then some other information that we'll spend a little bit more time on as we move forward in the future here. And then there's also a chart tracking the buying and selling of shares of Coca-Cola. So that's where the symbol comes from. So for this video, go ahead and continue your worksheet by adding in these companies and adding their symbols. And then in the next video, we'll talk about the date acquired and the number of shares, and take a look at a new way that we can enter the information quickly and then move forward from there.